Hello friends, how are we doing? Give me a minute to get set up. I'm sorry, I'm just 2 minutes late. How's everybody doing? I am doing good. Okay, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? We had exciting weather here today, so you know I love that. How is the weather where you are? Let me get myself situated and I will start in just 1 minute. Okay, found myself, so already, bang and start. Here we go. I'm going to give it a few minutes for my besties to find me, so let me just introduce myself and all the things. Okay, hello, my name is Jessie Tarian. I'm an independent demonstrator with the company Stampin Up. I'm located in not so sunny today, Las Vegas. And in my craft room, we do all things paper craft. If you are joining me from YouTube, welcome friends. I am so happy you found me. If you're one of my besties that followed me over there, hey ghouls, hey, give me a shout out. I'm very lonely over there. I need comments and support. So like, comment, subscribe if you're having a good time. And check out in the links and come over to my Facebook page where you can join us live, do giveaways and all kinds of fun stuff, okay? All right, there we go. So that is what we have. Okay, so we have some people on. Let me see. I'm gonna unplug this. I like to be like this. Okay, so Jamie saw this thing online where it's like I don't really know what it is. We all know I'm not technical. It's like a screen that clicks onto your phone so that you can see yourself, but the image is correct. You know, it's not backwards. So I'm gonna have to look into that and get it because it would be so much easier to like converse with you instead of being down here. You know what I mean? These are real world problems, people. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Mom. How are you guys doing today? Okay, let me show you the card. Are you ready? It's too good. Look at this card. Let me see if I don't know, I have to catch up. Okay, so I did like a little thing on the inside. Look at that box. Is it not phenomenal? So easy. Like, I saw a card that had this box and there were a couple different names. Some of them I didn't get. I don't know if the people name them like Origami Box or something, but I saw Origami Box and that made sense to my brain. Okay, so that's what I went with when naming this. I don't know if it's a fun fold or just a piece of origami. I don't know. But I really loved it. I thought it was super pretty. So I saw it, and you know me, I try to recreate this stuff myself so that I have a better time of explaining how to do it. And I was trying to use my scoreboard to do it, and I was getting super frustrated because there's diagonals. But then I figured it out. I was like, let me get rid of the scoreboard. Let me figure this out the Jessie way. And I just folded it and I did a couple things. First try, perfection. I was like, scoreboard who? We don't need her. So I'm going to be showing you this today. I guarantee that you are going to be successful doing this and you're going to want it on all your cards and projects. Now I'm giving you this size, which is taking a 4-inch square of DSP to fold it. But if you had like a scrapbook or junk journal that you wanted to use this on, you could definitely adjust the measurements, and with the folding tips I'm going to give you, really your page could be any size. As long as it's a square, you're going to be successful. So I love that for us. Now, it is July 1st. Our online exclusives have dropped. I don't know if you guys had time or interest to go check out all of them. I posted on the page a link to all the new stuff so that you can easily find it and scroll through and see what you love. Today we're going to be using the Painterly Pears suite, we have a little friend here that's gonna visit. Want to say hello, Kirby Doo? Come here. Look at how big he's getting, guys. Look at this little boy. He's a year old now. Say hello. Why don't you ever look at the camera? He's so shy. Are you okay? Are you all right? He's purring, so he's all right. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, my little crafting buddy in training is here. Whew. Okay, and now I'm full of hair. Fluffles away. And Jack's over there sleeping, so we have all the little kitties to represent. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I'm sorry. If a cat comes into my vicinity, I'm going to lose my mind and just focus on that. So I have the whole suite, and I will show you everything. Hi, Tammy. Kirby, Tammy says hello. He said hello. He's like, hello back. All right, here we go. Let's see. So we have, I'm trying to give it a minute because I was late. Sometimes it's hard for people to find me. It takes a minute. So let's just give it another minute. I updated the Happy Mail Club for July. So if you are a Happy Mail bestie, you can go over there. There's a new address list. Some things have changed, so I updated it. If you are an Android user and you wouldn't be so kind as to import that list, the address list, and make it Android friendly and share the file, that would be amazeballs if anyone could do that. I have all iProducts and I'm not that technical, so I'm sorry. I feel like I have fluffles all over me now. Okay. Oh, it's so annoying. Try to get it off without just rubbing my makeup all over the place. Okay, I'm going to flip down. We're going to get started. Say hello to all the besties as they're coming in. Here we go. Close your eyes. It's not so much tipping down, it's the flip around that I feel gets people. Okay, so in this suite, Kirby, you're going to be my Vanna? Okay. Or you're kind of out of the shot. That's good. All right, so in the suite, we have the Perfectly Pears stamp set and coordinating dies. So it's got some interesting pieces. You can cut pear blossoms out. I don't know if that's what they're called, but that's what I'm calling them. We've got different size pears. You can also do two-step stamping and color them in that way. We're going to be using some blenders today, but they're there for you. Some stems, some flowers. There's also like little splatters and some sentiments. Hello, friend, thank you, congratulations, and a good friend is a gift. So very sweet sayings. I like it. The dies have some branches with the flowers cut, or not flowers, but with your leaves cut out, and then you could cut your flowers out and like layer that. Really pretty. Also, it's got some tag pieces and some like, I don't know what you call that, but it's pretty cool. So, little interesting whatevers, right? In this suite, you can also purchase it separately. We have this gorgeous old olive ribbon. It's really glittery on one side and with the gold shimmer, and then on the other side it's a little bit more subtle. So, and you get it, this is what you would get in my product share, but you're going to get a big 10-yard spool of it if you order it. They also paired that with these low profile gems. I've talked about these before. They're gorgeous. So you have, you know, it's almost like, I can't tell what that is. My eyesight's not the best and it affects my color, but this is definitely like a dark green, almost like a mossy meadow. You've got you know, a nice, almost like Daffodil Delight. And inside are iridescent shimmers. So I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but there is that. And then the last thing that you get in this suite is this gorgeous, rich paper. So just like always in our 12 by 12 packs, you get 2 sheets of each. So you're going to get a pear print on one side and then, you know, a pattern on the other. This is great for scrapbook layouts, but also cut aparts for your card making. And then, trying not to make anyone seasick, there's the pattern on that one. Then we have these big pears that coordinate. You can cut those out with your dies. Ooh, Kirby, you are getting to me today. I have Kirby hair all over my nose. Then here's a pretty pattern. Here's another rich pear. I think it's cute. They even have some cut up pears there. And the pattern. And then more paper with the pears and pattern. We're going to use that piece today. And then last but not least. Okay, so there is the paper. Now you can go online and do a close-up, and the pictures are high quality online. And let me show you the card one more time up close. Kirby, are you going to sit there the whole time? Oh, he's watching my tablet and everything moving around. He's like, he's in for it. He's so cute. He climbs under my covers at night when I'm watching my phone, and he just sits there like he's watching TV. Cutie patootie. Okay, friend. So here's our card. Now, I also, let's not lose anything. I also brought in the perennial postage dies because we're going to be using those. I'm going to show you a little trick with those. And then the eyelet 3D embossing folder for just a little bit to elevate your cards. It is so good just to add some texture, you know? So I thought that went well. Okay, bye Kirby. So the first thing we're going to do is fold our technique piece. So you need a 4-inch square of DSP, and to decide what paper you want on the inside. So on this one, this is my inside view. And then my outside view is going to be the back. I am going to bring my paper trimmer in just to get the middle. I want to know where the middle is. So I'm going to do a light, super light score, basically just for focal point. You don't want to push hard, but it's not going to hurt if you do. I just want to be able to see. And I'm going to do something crazy, and I'm going to marker this up so that you will be able to see better what I am doing. But when you do it, you can literally just fold your paper in half. You don't have to score it, but it does make finding the middle point easier. And then up, and then fold it in half the other way. So we're making a cross on our paper. Try to line it up as best you can. Okay, so I'm going to crease. So right now we're folding it in half and then turning it, folding it in half. Now I'm going to take this Sharpie and I'm going to darken up my crosshairs, okay? We're going to be covering this, so if this helps you visually, you could do this. It's up to you. It's not going to hurt anything. I just want that little plus sign. Now we're going to turn it diagonal, diamond shape, and you're going to start with the bottom corner, and you're going to, or the top corner, or whatever's comfortable for your hands, but you're going to fold it up and line it up with that crosshairs, just like that. And you're going to repeat that process until you have all your corners folded up in the middle. Now, I like to just do it with my fingers first. Then I'll go back over it with my bone folder. Has anyone ever done this before? And if you have, is this the technique you used, or do you use a scoreboard? How do you do yours? That's my question for you today. Okay, so now I'm going to take my bone folder. I'm just going to give it all a good crease down. And you can see I'm a little off on this piece. It's not going to matter. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do the best you can. Okay, so there is our next step. Is we're going to go back and we're going to choose a corner, and we're going to fold that paper back. So you're going to line the tip of your paper up with the edge of the box, okay? And again, give it a good press down and repeat the process all the way around. Okay, now you just can give it a little fluff, right, like that. You could, if you were putting this in a scrapbook, you could absolutely tack that stuff down if you needed it to be flatter. I kind of like it for my card popped up a little bit, but you do, Kirby does too. Okay, so there's the box. How simple is this? But it looks so pretty when you get it all done. Now, depending on what you're going to do in this middle, you may not want to draw that X on yours, okay? And so I'm just saying that, but I wanted you to really be able to see what I was doing, and visually, it definitely helped me to have something to line up to. What is it? What? You're okay. You're all right. Okay, so now, I am going to take the perennial postage stamp, and I'm going to take, we're going to do some cutting. I'm going to take this tiny one, and I'm going to take this, the largest one. We're going to need these two, and then we're going to need this one. So, biggest, next to biggest, rectangles, and then the square are what we're going to need. So I'm getting those prepped. Ugh. Kirby, you're killing me, cat. All right, and I have my embossing folder. So that's all ready for the embosser. But before we emboss, we're going to do a couple things. So I have my outside white piece, and then I have my inside. But for my inside, I want to cut it out. This is a step. If you don't have this die, you could just make the, just use this. But I thought this was kind of cute. So I'm taking a scrap, and I'm going to put it on my card. Oh, come on. There we go. And then we're going to die cut this out together so that it lines up. So these two pieces are ready to be cut. I'm going to set those aside. Now we're going to do some stamping. Okay. This is kind of big, but it's a piece I had. We're going to stamp and color and cut out on this. And we're also going to cut a white tiny box out of this. And then this one we're just going to cut. And this is where I said I'm going to show you a technique to use on this because I don't have a 4-inch square in the perennial postage, so we're gonna make it work, okay? So don't worry, I got it. I got a plan. Now there wasn't a single pair, but there's this double pair image. So we're gonna stamp that. Ooh, I should have used my little thing, but it's okay. And now we're gonna do a quick color on this. So I'm gonna start with the light old olive, and I'm not gonna color both of these because I really just need this pair. So I'm going around and with the light old olive, just adding some color right now. Not too jazzed about if it goes over because I'm going to be cutting it out, doesn't matter. But we're just going to get some color down. Now, I'm going to take some Daffodil Delight and just going to color right over top of that and do some blending. Give it a little bit of a yellow hue. And let the alcohol react and kind of do its thing. Now I'm going to go in with, what is this? I think I put Granny Apple. I don't know what I used for that. I meant to grab the old olive, but it looks good, so we're going to go with it. Now I'm just going to take and put some of the dark old olive, kind of rim it a little bit. Like that. Now, I know right now that's a dark line, but I'm not worried about it because I'm going to come back in and I'm going to soften it up. I'm going to use the light old olive this time. And I'm going to go over that dark line. And I'm just going to soften it up and let that blend a bit. Come back in with the Granny Apple Green. And I might even hit that. A little bit more yellow, I don't know. Why not? There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. When you do yours, you might have, depending on the paper you use, you might do it a little differently. I'm just going to darken up the leaves a little bit. Okay, so that was super easy. What do you think? Cute? I'm telling you, I'm digging these pears. Okay, I'm going to bring the emboss machine in. We're going to do our cutting and embossing and all of the things. Now, when you have a piece of paper that you are going to cut and emboss, I like to start with cutting, because if you emboss and then you cut, you're going to flatten your embossment. All right, so that's just a tip that I like to do, but you guys do you. So I'm going to take the biggest, let me see, am I in frame here? Let's get in frame, guys. All right. See how how that big one just fits perfectly on the 5 1/4 by 4 inch paper. We're going to throw that through. And then we'll emboss it. So how is everybody doing? How are you doing on your 4th of July plans? Do you have crazy stuff you're doing? Or are you just staying cool and at home? We're just gonna have a nice little barbecue, and then my neighborhood usually, oh wait, what am I doing? Talking, not thinking. That's what I'm doing. My neighborhood always does like crazy fireworks. So it's great because we don't have to go anywhere. We just stay here, walk outside, and enjoy the show. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so the one piece is done. Now let me put back our stuff for cutting. All right, so the next thing, we're gonna do the same thing, but this time I'm gonna cut through that edge piece as well. It's fine, our dies can do it. What I like to do is I run it through, and really you only need one pass through. But because there's 2 pieces of paper there, I back it back through. And that way I know for sure it's cut through like that, okay? So we've got those 2 pieces. You could certainly use that frame for something. Huh, Kurt? Okay, so next we have this square. Now let me show you how to do this. You're going to take that next size. The first thing you're going to do, oh, Curdy, you're okay. You're okay. You're going to line it up, and you're going to notice, let me push it. You're going to notice that it's off the paper. Don't panic. We're going to run it through twice, and we're just going to line it up. So the first one, you're just cutting as much as you can cut. Line it up with the 4-inch edge. Now I hope, I'm looking at this. I just want to make sure something. Yeah, that's the size I used. I just started to panic. I was like, did I use the big one for that? No, we're good. Okay, so now what I did, I flipped the die over. I'm going to make sure you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to line up the edge that has not been cut with the bottom. But when you do it, make sure that your sides match. Okay, so does that make sense? So we're going to cut that pattern into it, but since the sides of the paper are lined up, it's not going to recut those. Okay, you might want to use a piece of washi tape for this just to make sure it stays put. All right, and then we're going to run it through. Now I flip it upside down so that I can make sure it's lined up perfectly. It's still going to cut whether it's face down or face up. But there we go. Now we have a square in that pattern. It's not a perfect square. It might be a little long, but that's okay. That is okay. So that is how you can customize your dies to get the piece that you're needing. So hopefully that's helpful if you've ever wondered, like, well, how the heck did she get a square? There is no size for that. That's how. All right, so now I'm going to throw this. Yes, Kirby, that is it. Oh my goodness. Okay, where did I put the, right here. Okay, so now we've stamped this die. I mean, we've stamped these pears, and we're going to use the coordinating die. And then I have that little square. So we'll kill two birds for one stone here. Okay. Okay. Put this aside, move this out of the way. There we go. Put your dies back so that you don't lose them. Right, and we have that piece. Get this out of the way. Okay, so now we've done all of our cutting. But you can see that in our box, you could put that image, have that be the focal point, but I liked the little box in there. I thought it was cute. So, and I wanted just one pair. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna trim my pear. Like that. So now we have one. And I tell you, Stampin' Up thinks of everything, because I noticed in the stamp, there's a little tiny gap right here and right here, almost like they thought people are gonna want to cut them apart. So they thought of that, I swear. Okay, so now we just need to do this so I can see. We just need to stamp a little hello on here. Keeping it simple today. Tap, tap, tap. Pick up some ink. Give it a minute. And boom, we got our hello. Okay, now we have all our pieces. Go ahead and grab some dimensionals. We're definitely going to want to pop this up. Kirby, I promise, friend, you are going to be okay. Go sit with Jack. Be a good boy. All right? Okay, let me get the glue. Just going to put a little bit on there, and you're going to center your origami box in the middle of that piece you cut. Yeah. I don't know who taught you to talk, Kirby, but it's time to be quiet now. Okay. Now you could make this a little bit smaller and work on it, but I'm not fussed with it. I think I'm going to do it like that. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my little square postage stamp, and I'm going to pop it up in the middle. So we're going to cover that ugly X. Okay. And again, you're going to want to center that. Yeah, it's not too bad. May not be perfect, but we're gonna go with it. Now I'm gonna take my pear and I'm gonna pop that up. Boop. See when the ink and the alcohol has fully kind of processed that chemical change that happens? You can see the yellow poking through. It almost looks watercolored. I don't know if you can see that, but I really love that about these markers. Okay, so we've got that. Let me grab my A2 card base. Give that a good fold down. And we're going to layer on the front. So I've got my cut and embossed piece. Just a little bit of glue on that. And we're going to center it. And then this part you could play with. I was going to put some ribbon on it, but with the embossing and the cutouts and all that, and my original one, I kind of put upwards where it would make sense to have a little sentiment here or something, but then I realized I had hello in the box. So I'm almost thinking I'm gonna bring that down a little for this one and center it. So tell me which one you like better, centered or up top. Well, I guess it would depend also on your card. If you needed to put your sentiment, you had a larger sentiment, you might want that space on the bottom. And if you're going to use the middle as your focal point for your sentiment, then you might want to put it in the center. But it just depends on your card design at that point. Okay. Are we loving these or what? I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. I love all the layers. I love the texture. So many things going on. Then we'll throw this on the inside, and you could certainly put, you know, a sentiment or something in there depending on what your card is for. This is just like a Happy Mail card, so I want writing room and put my own stuff. Kirby, a little whiner. Here we go. Okay. So the last thing we need to do is bling it up. So let me introduce my patriotic pick. We're going to call her Liberty. But it's the little things that bring me joy, guys. Here we go. And we're just going to bling it up. Let me see, I'll put one here. Maybe I'll use a yellow one. Okay. Are we obsessed with this design or what? I know I am. I am a fan. But I think it was pretty good. I mean, I came on late. I chit-chatted for a while, and it's still a quick card. Even with all the technical folding and whatever. I mean, it's once you do it once, you're going to be like, oh, looks impressive, super easy to do. I'm telling you guys, we're cracking the code on card making. This is my new thing. This is what I'm doing. I wanted to say thank you to everybody for all your support, your sharing, your commenting, your liking of my my Clown Motel post. We are at position number 6 on the leaders board of 104 entries. So you guys are amazing. We have 2 weeks left. So I keep commenting different EVPs. Here, let me flip up so we can talk. I keep commenting different EVPs that we've gotten while we were there. And so go on, listen to them. It was one of our first real trip investigations. So it's the settings on our spirit box, and we have petal effects and stuff. It is a little garbled, but tell me what you think you hear in the comments for those clips. And I appreciate you so much. that's why I love you guys. You are my besties, definitely the best community out there. And I was thinking about this the other day. We have such a good group that when someone comes in and maybe they have a crap-a-doony attitude or they're going through something and they need to lash out or whatever there is going on with them, they never seem to stick. You know what I mean? Like, they may be around for a while, but eventually they don't get what they're looking for, that fight, and they kind of just exit the chat. And the good ones stay. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have this community. We do a thing called Happy Mail. It's a group, and if you join, you agree to send one card or letter a month. So it's very easy to maintain group member, active group status. And I assign a group member every month. We each get a paired up with a bestie. And then it's up to you if you want to do extra. Some of the ladies have almost started a pen palship where they write back and forth to each other every month, even though it's not their month to be paired up. And then others send birthday cards to the people whose birthdays it is. It's just a fun community. If you're looking for some connection or, to put some good out into the universe, this is the group, I'm telling you. So give me a message on here or send me a message or put it in the comments and I will forward you the information if you'd like to check it out. And then anyone who signs up would be added to August's roster. So that's how that works. But it's really fun, It's just like you look forward to that little piece of mail in your mailbox every month, and you get to showcase your hard work. We make all these cards. We might as well share them. But that's my whole thing. Put good out into the universe. See what happens. It's usually amazing, part of the greater good, I would say. So there is that, my friends. I know, you're like, oh, Jessie, weird girl. Here we go. Why can't I see the comment? Oh, there they are. All right, let's see. Both ways are great, says Mom. Cheryl likes to keep it up. Oh, I see. Keep it up. Like, keep it up. I gotcha. But you like both ways. I feel bad for Kirby. I know. He went and laid with Jack and he settled down. Kirby is neurotic, okay? He will walk up to a closed closet door and whine on it until we open it. If there's a closed door, he feels like he's missing something. He's very nosy and he will keep it up. Well, I have my craft room door closed to buffer some of the noise from the house. And so he's like, wah. But if I let him out, he'd be on the other side whining to come back in. So that's why I'm just like, no, you're stuck here now, pal. You'll be fine. He's fine. So that's what I have. So Thursday will be my next card making live, and then Friday is the 4th of July. So I think I'm going to do a patriotic card for Thursday. What else? I had one more thing. I thought of it and then it left my brain. I don't know. Sorry, I had a phone call come in. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for spending some time with me today. And I'll see you in the comments. Mwah. Bye, guys.